Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. If Cancer is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And if there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Right. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask that you connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Cancer, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And there is the Art or Temperance card. Interesting. Okay, that's a pretty good way to begin. It could be a Sagittarius person in your life. It could be talking about a difficult time. Well, there's that darn Capricorn energy shows up. See, it's funny because in the Capricorn readings that I do, Cancer energy always shows up. In the Cancer readings that I do, Capricorn always shows up. It's because you're opposite sides of the astrological wheel. So the Capricorn energy is kind of your shadow side. It is something from the spiritual realm, something from the unconscious, perhaps, something from the other, right? Alter ego, shadow, something like that. The silent self, okay? So it could be that there is a Capricorn person in your life somewhere too. But let's see what other cards we've got and what we need to address here. This is interesting. This is interesting. We have this idea of the shadow side, right? And we've got this High Priestess energy. This is in your general energy here. Kind of wonder if there's something there's some kind of communication going on, right? Well, let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. I'm getting kind of a chill on this one for some reason. Here's our mystery card. Put the horse on top. Thank you, Mr. Ed. And that card hopefully will, tie everything together and give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. But let's look at this. This is very strange. We have major, 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 major. Everything here is major arcana. It's like spirit is right in your life right now, front and center, very blunt, something very direct in your life. I feel like we are kind of, what we want, what we're trying to do is kind of on the outside here. Because this spiritual energy really needs to be addressed right now. And I think this is us, this priestess energy at the bottom. This is our general energy. I think this is us trying to be receptive to the message. Okay? Now, what I'm feeling, bear with me here. I feel like there might be either a Capricorn or a Sagittarius person in your life. I'm getting this feeling. Here's the Sun card. Now, I don't even know how to begin this kind of conversation. The Sun card here is in the recent past, okay? And sometimes this will mean a light, right? A sun, a source of inspiration, of light, of warmth, of love. That is no longer with us. But we are still keeping that energy, right? It's not that they are gone and forgotten. But this is a light that might not be on this plane anymore, okay? So I wonder, because this, and then see, we have the Two of Discs. We have the difficulty of this Art or Temperance card. I wonder if this sun in the recent past is someone that you lost, okay? And this is going to be a difficult thing for me to talk about. I don't like doing these kinds of things. But if this is the message that's coming through, then I feel a duty to pass it along, okay? I feel like there is someone in your life that you highly respected, highly valued their friendship, their love, their wisdom, their insight, right? Someone that you maybe looked up to. And I feel like they're not with you anymore. But I feel like it was kind of a rather difficult situation for you, not just for the usual reasons. We lose somebody that we cherish. That's difficult, you know. But I feel like maybe this person, whoever this is the sun here, and maybe they're not a Sagittarius or a Capricorn, that doesn't matter. I feel like you always saw them as being someone strong, someone capable, someone almost invulnerable, right? Like a sun, eternal, shining, right? Beautiful. I feel like maybe they succumbed to an illness, but they didn't tell anybody, you know? I feel like they kept it kind of secret, and I wonder if maybe that's part of this devil energy here, is that they concealed this fact. They didn't want anyone to know that they were ill. Yeah. And I feel like that's difficult for you, one, because it came very suddenly, right? We got this Two of Wands. There's still some anger here almost. Almost like this, we're just kind of, we want to just yell at them, you know? I feel like they didn't tell anyone, or that you didn't know anyway, until the very end. That maybe you didn't get a chance to go see them, to communicate with them, to say a goodbye, right? And that, I think, is something very difficult for you to deal with. Here is this Art or Temperance card. This is pretty emotional for me. I'm sorry if it takes me a minute to get through this. Because I feel like there's still some anger there, but how can we be angry? They're gone. It's, you know, how do we let go of this? How do we let go of this? I don't think there's an answer. I don't think there's an easy way for us to let go of that. I feel like what they would want us to do is to not look at the past, and maybe this is part of the thing too, is that they didn't want you to see them as being anything less than this shining star, right? They didn't want to seem weak. They didn't want to seem like their light was fading, right? They want you to remember them this way, right? This way. And so I think that their wish is for you to keep this as your memory, keep this as your inspiration, and keep your eyes focused on what's in front of you, right? I get this priestess energy is just kind of, I see the eyes looking at me here. Even though you can't really see her eyes, or the eyes are closed here. But I feel like this is a message. This is meant for you right now. Saying, let's admit our anger, I guess. Admit that we wish we could change what happened, you know? That we wish we could kind of go back in time and make them tell us. Make them, like, let us go see them or something, or you know. It's this, I feel this kind of powerless anger because we can't change anything. We don't understand why. You know, why didn't they tell us? Why couldn't I have said something, or, you know, expressed your feelings, expressed to them how you view them, you know? I think we have to acknowledge maybe our anger, our frustration, but we have to understand that we can't change anything that's happened now. We can't bring this person back. What we can do, I think, is follow what their wishes would be, or to live by their message. I think they were one of these people, I mean, getting such an impression of them that they were just always smiling, always well-dressed, always just like happy, always wanting to joke with people, and but yet always had a wise word when somebody needed it, you know. I see them kind of at the holidays, maybe even. They were the ones that had their like special mashed potatoes or some with a secret ingredient, you know. Just something, a lot of these good memories of this person are coming through. And I think those are what this person wants you to focus on. Keep all of this memory, keep it whole. All right, don't let your anger or this frustration, this is a difficult situation. The Art or Temperance card's kind of asking you to, let's quiet down some of this fire energy. And let's remember this person this way. Let's take that memory with us into the future, because you have a lot of things to do in your life. You've got a very big future ahead of you. With the Three of Cups over here in the environment, this kind of reinforces this idea. And then we've got the Capricorn energy here too. I wonder if this is maybe talking like around the Christmas kind of holidays, you know? If they were a big presence during those kind of the winter holidays, festivities. If they were, you know, maybe it was at their house, maybe they were in charge of the food, maybe they were just the life of the party, you know. I feel like they were someone around whom everybody would gather to talk with, to listen to, just to absorb some of that warmth, you know. And this is the way I think they want to be remembered, not as someone who is, with this devil energy, maybe someone who was kind of hiding an illness, someone who was less than superhuman, you know, someone who was vulnerable, someone who was human. I feel like that's the message that's coming through, is that they don't want you to be angry. They don't want you to think it's because they were rejecting you in some way. They just did not want to be seen that way. They wanted everybody to remember them like this. Healthy, strong, radiant. Yeah. Radiant. So we have also this Empress energy. I think that this person was always a source of comfort for you. I think that maybe you even, you know, I don't know, maybe you even lived with them for a while. Maybe they helped raise you. But these are some of the memories that they want you to hang on to. Not the sickness, not the, you know, not the anger and the difficulty that you're experiencing. We need to acknowledge that. Yes, maybe I shouldn't cover up these cards. We need to acknowledge how we feel. I'm not trying to cover anything up here. But I think the message and what we have to be open to is their wishes. All right? How they wanted to be remembered. You know, it's this idea that if you would have seen them in their frailty, that would be the memory that you hold on to. See, the threes are sometimes about memory. So is the Priestess energy. It's about memories. It's about the way that we perceive something, right? I feel very cold right now. I got some goosebumps going on. I feel like they are trying to get this message through to you, right? Whoever this person is to you, they are still that. Yeah, they are still that. And we've got a lot of these major arcana cards. We don't have a lot of air energy. This isn't something that we're trying to discuss. It's not something that we're trying to talk about. I think this is this is an idea that you can still have a communication with this person, but not in the way, you and I are having a conversation, or that I'm talking to you, I guess. There's the cat. TT's here to help us with this one. That's very sweet of you, TT. Come here. Where did she go? Well, you want to come up? Where did she go? She's underneath my chair. She'll come up when she's ready. Or was I? Yeah, the communication. It's not a conversation that we would normally think of. I think this is something that we feel in our hearts, right? This is something that we... Come, jump up. Come on, jump. Go ahead. She's waiting for me to pick her up. Here we go. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. So, good timing, TT. That was perfect timing. She always knows when she's most needed, Cats are intuitive like that. They may not understand what we say. It may not be a conversation with words. We don't have any swords energy, right? But there's still a soul communication, right? There's still a deeper and more intuitive kind of bond and communication. And I think that's kind of what's coming through, that this is not... And again, maybe the fact that we don't have any swords energy is kind of just saying, yeah, the swords are important. You can talk out loud, but that's not really what the important thing is. The important thing is that you maintain this more soul connection, this psychic, intuitive, spiritual connection with this person, rather than just, the words that we might say when we're, it's like when we're praying. It doesn't so matter much the words, but the heart, the feeling with which we say those words. Yeah. So we've got this Three of Cups in the environment. And this, I think, yes, is the relationship with the holidays or festivities, or the abundance with which the abundance that they brought to every, family gathering kind of thing. But I think this is also us understanding that we can keep this person with us in our heart with that kind of soul communication, right? I think this is important for us. I think this is a message that we need. We keep this loving memory alive, because I feel like that is their wish. I don't like using past tense. That is their wish. They also have wishes for you. They also would like you to deal with this Two of Wands. Now, maybe the Two of Wands is this idea that there's something in your life right now that you need to take control of. Maybe it is integrating this shadow, this Capricorn energy in you. Maybe it is about you kind of becoming whole, about merging the different sides of you, right? So that we can move into the future, because you do have a big life in front of you, a lot of work still to do. I think maybe we need to combine here with the art energy, right? The both halves of us, thinking and feeling, the light and the shadow, the Cancer and the Capricorn, right? And maybe it's time for us to make that decision to do that, right? And I don't know how recently this person has departed this earthly plane. You do have my condolences whenever it happened. It could be many, many, many years ago. But it's something that you still think about sometimes. I feel that. And I feel like they still have this same feeling for you. There's still a lot of this very strong water energy with this person. And I think part of their message really is that it's time for us to put our own internal differences aside, right? For you to really integrate every aspect of your being. Embrace your shadow. Acknowledge it. Merge with yourself and move forward with a very productive life, with this Empress kind of energy. We have to make that decision. And just because we are, in a sense, moving forward doesn't mean we're leaving anything behind. We're taking this with us. I think this is very important because you do have this capacity to achieve a very great deal still in your life. I don't know how old you are. Some of you are young. Some of you are maybe retired already. It doesn't matter. There's a lot that we still need to do. And we can do it with love and with devotion and with care. I think that's what this person wants for us. They want to see you manifest your best life here and now. Here and now. And here is the Two of Pentacles. This is in the position of what you don't want. This is change. Maybe we don't want change. Maybe we can envision a life kind of, without us holding on to this kind of, I don't know if it's anger, this frustration, right? I almost wonder if this is relatively recent. Because I feel like we're having a difficult time moving forward from this. But we need to. It doesn't mean that we're leaving anything behind. It doesn't mean that we're going to be forgetting anything. We're taking this bond, we're taking this love with us. But we have to get a move on because there is a lot for us to do. Here's the Knight of Wands. This is almost saying, look, you have to kind of jump into the river, and it's kind of like the fire. We have to jump into the life, right? We have to jump into the movement of energy and let it carry us forward, right? This is kind of closing our eyes and trusting the horse. Yeah, right? Trusting spirit. Trusting ourselves, too. I feel like you're meant for something. I feel like we've been delaying something in our lives. But whoever this person is, I don't know. I don't know who they are. I feel that they're older. I feel like maybe it was a grandparent, maybe an older uncle or an aunt or something. Maybe an older sibling. I feel like there was quite an age difference. But anyway, I don't think that matters so much. I feel like they're trying to tell you, it's time for you to manifest this life that you're holding in potential. Because I feel like you've been holding yourself back from something. Yeah. Let's look at the mystery card now. I'm very nervous about this one. Thank you, Mr. Ed, for that. Kind of getting either an S, getting an S or a G name too with some of these. I don't know if that connects. Maybe for some of you there's an S or a G name for this person, if that helps to confirm anything for you. Anyway, mystery card. I don't know what this could be. I think this is part of the message. I am just the messenger, so I'm not gonna do my little trick of trying to guess what the card is. We'll let the message speak for itself. It's the Knight of Pentacles again. See, we got a repeat of that card. So the message, and now I am kind of getting a reinforcement that it is an older male energy. Older uncle, older brother, father, grandfather, uncle, something like that. It could be. I'm getting a reinforcement of this message that they've always seen great things in your future. They've always expected such wonderful things from you. It's like they know what you're capable of. It's like they're They're proud of you for what your life is becoming and will become, and what it is now. But it's almost like they can see further into the future, and they want to tell you that it's going to be a really wonderful future. You know what I mean? It's like they're preemptively proud of you for something that's coming down the line. It's this spiritual vision. They can see the potential in you unfolding, right? So it's a message to start unfolding your future, right? They know you're capable of all of these great things, and they want you to go and enjoy that life and do that. Yeah. I think this is also kind of saying that they always felt as if they were a bit of a mentor to you, right? And maybe it wasn't anything explicit, maybe it was never really spoken of in that way, but I think that they really had a special bond with you. I think they are intensely proud of you. And I think we're going to leave it at that. We will do an extended reading, and maybe it'll be a short one. We'll see what happens. But if you want to join me for that, I think you should, just click either up here or down below in the description box. You'll find a link. New readings come out every day, 6 a.m. Chicago time. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, etc. I want to thank you for being here with me today. Thank you so much for letting me read for you.